Alright, so today I want to talk to you guys about this whole idea. Just a second. Total mind part here. This whole idea that each one of us has potential. And when we think about that word, Seth initially brought it up in the leadership development. And I'm going to let him take it, but I was thinking on it this last week. Everyone's feeling Seth's. I was thinking on this word potential last week that each one of us has this innate ability inside of us to do great things. Each of us were born with the ability to do great things in our life. And so as I was thinking over that, it's such a powerful thing. And when we really look at it, I know each one of us deep down have a desire to be highly successful. No one wants to be mediocre. Everyone wants that practice where we're just killing it, right? Where we have patients that are coming in that have cancer, now they don't have cancer, that are losing hundreds of pounds, that have diabetes that don't now, that are on hundreds of medications, now they're taking nothing. They're following the 5 essentials. People are coming in buses to see you. Everybody wants that. Everyone wants to be able to be so highly impactful in their community that all their patients, their CAs, are going to chiropractic school because they want what you have. They want to make that difference. Everybody wants that, right? I mean, do you guys feel that? You want that relationship in your life where you're so in love with your spouse, you're on the same mission, your kids are growing up and doing great things, even more than you can imagine. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants to leave a mark on society. Deep down inside of you, whether you know it or whether you don't. And what we have to look at is, why doesn't everyone get there? I mean, right? We take a look at little kids and we ask, what do they want to be when they grow up? What do they say? A president, an astronaut. They want to do all these great things, but how many presidents and astronauts are there? Somewhere along the line, we lose sight of that. We lose sight of that potential that's deep down within us. And so I was reading in Chiropractic Philosophy, Science, and Art the other day, and BJ is talking about the idea of potential. And he says, each of us is a potential Edison, a Watt, Stevenson, Mozart, Longfellow, etc. And so I'm thinking about that. Each one of us has the potential to be someone great. I mean, what's any different from you and me compared to a Blake Livingood, compared to a Jared Erdmeyer, compared to a Sid Williams, compared to BJ Palmer? What's the difference? All of us have the same innate intelligence inside of us. All of us have that same potential. Sure, we have different gifts. Sure, we have different passions and desires and things that we go after. But all of us have that potential. And so he goes on and he says, out of 1,000 people, we have 1,000 potential geniuses. Out of 1,000 people, we have only one Edison. Why are 999 out of tune with the infinite within? And I don't even know if it's 1 out of 1,000 that gets to greatness. You guys with me here? And he says there's 2 reasons. One is vertebral subluxations. Each of us can relate to that. And the other is artificial education. Now, what's artificial education? Those lies that we tell ourselves that don't line up with those universal truths. Those stories that hold us back, those fears that we have. Those things that we tell ourselves that, no, we don't want to do that. Or, I really don't want to put in the work. Or, I can't really be that successful. That's just not true, because each one of you really has that. And so I'm going to play a clip. Mike's going to pull this up here. But movies really speak to me. And this is from After Earth. Will Smith and his son are in it. And long story short, the ship crashes. The dad breaks his leg. And the teenage son has to go all the way across this treacherous territory to be able to get the homing beacon and get him back. But he asks his dad, at this one point, because there's this creature that hunts humans. That's kind of just there. It's like an Ursa de Capos or something like that. And it's this ferocious creature that basically hunts humans, and that's what he's for. And there's only been one person that's been able to kill him, which is Will Smith. And so the son asks his dad, how did you kill it? And so just listen to this. We'll go over some points at the end. It's a little slow, but there's some really, really good